the recording has been started, and I'm going to say welcome to the Bellingham-Whatcom County League of Women Voters primary candidate interviews. The League is a nonpartisan organization. We never support or endorse or oppose a party or a candidate. My name is Annette Holcomb, and my guest is Ray Pelletti, who is running for the office of Representative for the 42nd Legislative District, Position 1.
Correct.
This primary season, we're asking all the candidates for this office the same 3 questions. The candidate will have 2 minutes to answer each question, and the answers will be timed. This video of candidate Pelletti's responses will remain on our website until Election Day on August 6th. So candidate Pelletti, we thank you very much for agreeing to this interview and for seeking to serve in public office.
Well, thank you.
Our first
You're
question.
welcome.
Great. Our first question is, what should voters know about you that differentiates you from the other candidates?
Essentially, I've been in Whatcom County for 28 years. I've worked as a real estate broker and a real estate appraiser I have participated in the board of directors on the Whatcom Dispute Resolution Center. I've also past president of the Whatcom County Realtors Association, and that's in Whatcom County. Prior to coming here, I was on the board of directors for the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Washington State and was on that board for about 5 years. I was down in Tacoma, Olympia. I'm pretty much a moderate conservative. There's typically answers to everything that can be put together, but on several things, I'm just I don't want to. Again, I'm a conservative. I have pretty strict views on abortion, child gender affirming, that I'm not in favor of in any of it. And then also, pretty much I've been a volunteer and I've worked to try to figure out what else I've worked on in Whatcom County. But we've been involved in the school systems for years, promote K through 12. And that's pretty much for me.
Okay, thank you. Our next question is, if elected, what are the most important and compelling issues that you hope to work on?
The first one is crime. Law enforcement needs to have our support. I've seen studies where when you lower the level of law enforcement, you raise the level of people committing crimes because they have no accountability. I think across the country, we found that people need to be held accountable for what they do. So supporting our law enforcement is a high priority. I think the legislature in the last several years has been a disservice to our state. They've taken away the police's ability to pursue criminals. They've taken away the police's ability to apprehend people. They've almost made the police the victim in all cases, in the sense that they then become prosecuted for doing their job. I think that's a big error. Secondly, taxation. Our state has huge amounts of taxes. We probably have the largest, highest gas tax in the country. We shouldn't have that. We have high other road taxes, but we don't spend the money on that. The McCleary report said that we were to fund our school education at 100%. Do that, we use the money elsewhere. That needs to be rectified. And then our kids are our most important asset. We need to protect them, allowing for them to be groomed and go through gender affirming surgical changes is nuts. When you're 21, you want to do that. You want to pay for it. God help you, go do it. but as a 13-year-old having a mastectomy is nuts.
Okay. Thank you. The next question is, polls show Americans are frustrated with the gridlock in government. Tell us about an experience where you effectively worked with someone with a different approach, different values, or different goals.
Mm-hmm. In the past, being on the board of directors for the Realtor Association, being on the board of the directors for the Whatcom Dispute Resolution Center, and a couple other boards, you have to take the issues in and look at them and have a discussion. One of the problems we have right now at our state level is we have no balance. There's no discussion. It's either fully lopsided to one side, which has the votes right now, and they don't need to discuss or work out with the other side. I've worked on issues with personnel, on developing our associations, and the interesting thing about the associations I've been involved with, we have a lot of varied opinions, but we sort of work through the problems and come up with a solution that makes what we need to get done. To be at total ends, opposite ends of the spectrum doesn't work. And the problem is nobody seems to want to get closer to the center. If there were a third party in our state or the country, I'd be on that third party. I'd be a conservative, moderate, and I'd be in the center. And we would probably find solutions to 90% of the problems we've got. Schools are very much a big issue. We can solve those problems. We can solve how our kids are treated in school. We just have to have people want to do that. We can solve the law enforcement problems. I misspoke earlier. The police become the criminal when they're trying to do their jobs. We need to support the police. Bad things happen when you're working with bad people, and you can't hold people trying to do their job and do the best always accountable for those bad things.
Okay, thank you. You completed just as that line was turning red, Mr. Pelletti. Again, I want to thank you, candidate Pelletti, for giving the public this insight into your views and your values.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Good. And for our viewers, please remember to vote by August 6th. Ballots will be sent in the mail and must be postmarked by that date. Ballots placed in the drop boxes must be submitted by 8 p.m. on that date of August 6th. For more information, please see votelaw.gov, and thank you.